Hi and welcome to SQL Injection Master Course. Below is my web homepage where you can access details about me, can visit my homepage and can leave you a very valuable feedback that is very important to me. In this video we will again talk about something, the blacklisted filters that can really make your life a little bit harder. Now let's jump on to the video series what we have got in this, and again yes, in this lesson we are going to set up new things and new lesson. And I can expect that hey, we have got so much in-depth and comprehensive in this series that I hope you are enjoying this. So let's go back to our SQL injection machine, the Linux box that we have set up, the backtrack one, but really it doesn't matter. So you should have Apache, a MySQL, PHP, and you can run it on any platform. And since if you are a developer, you can simply get on to running this entire package onto any machine. So first of all, let me start a couple of services like service Apache 2 start, and please start my SQL as well. Then please move the /root desktop, the lesson file to /var www master, and take me to that path which is var master. If I do a quick ls, the file is here somewhere. Here it is, the lesson22.zip file. As always, I'll unzip the file, lesson22.zip. Just a couple of files like PHP file, and a couple of images are there, nothing much in the file. Oops, again wrong file. First of all, I had to travel in the lesson number 22, and then I have to open this index.php file, and if I travel into a bit, you can see there is a lot more blacklisted filter. The function is being calling the blacklist function, and we have also defined this blacklist function so that you can see actually here is our blacklist function, and you can notice here that or and is being filtered out with the pre-regex replace, that is simple function to stripe out the and or functions. And we have stripe out the asterisk as well. We have stripe out all the comments that you make like hyphen. We have striped out the hashes or the pound sign as well. We have striped out the spaces, that is you hit a space bar key, and we have also stripped out everything that couldn't be in mind. So in this case, the SQL injection would be a real challenge, but definitely we are here to solve the challenges. Let me run my Firefox and also in the background process. And really SQL injection is just about playing with something you can call as database. The more you will know about the database, the more you are going to love it. So let's go to lesson number 22. And it says lesson 22, no space, no comments please, and your input will also be shown here. So what we can do here in this case, first of all we have to give question mark id equals to 1. Oops, I have done something, I haven't put a question mark. id equals 1. Yeah, voila, it's working. So the very first step is actually to put a single quote. As I hit a single quote, it gives me an error. Now some of you might get happy that hey, we got an error, but as if I do a minus or a hyphen, that is query delimiter, it doesn't fix it. Neither it is being fixed by the hyphen, neither it is being fixed by hash sign, or any others will not work, because we have just seen in the source code that it is being stripped out, or you can say blacklisted. So one way to filter it is or quote 1, because we have seen just here that hey, it is just a single quote filtration being here. So backslashes are also not working. So let's try to hit a single quote and try to fix it with a very simple or single quote 1. But if you remember the source code, you will notice that or is also going to filter out. Let's try that. So as you can see, input is 1 double quotes 1. So these quotes are making up as a double quotes, quote you can say. Let me try with like this. Okay, so now this time these are working. Also, let me try out on something called ampersand or the end. It's not working, but we have seen in the last video I can use something else on this case, like I can use %26, %26, which is a URL encode for the ampersand character. You can see now ampersand is working. So things are working, but again there is a problem. And what is the problem? That if I type, of course, order by one is not going to work because there is a or in order by one. So it's not going to work. It is being filtered out. You can see it's dir by one. Nothing useful for us. But if I put a union all select 1, 2, 3, 4, let's say just 3 from our previous experience I can say, but you can also filter it out. But all spaces are also being tripped out, or you can say stripped out. So again, this is not going to work for us. So what can be the solution of this problem? The solution is very simple. I'll show you the two solutions. One I'll show you, one I'll just explain you. So you can put some random characters that are not being treated as the particular characters, but we will put their URL encoding so that they take the places of spaces and are not just being printed out. So what are those characters? One of them, the very good one, is actually %A0. Then we have got %A0. I have to separate all the spaces by this %A0, and here as well %A0. So if I do this now, you can see it is being displayed with, and you can see this trivial question mark character is being displayed out. So here we can solve this, but why the numbers has not being flipped up? So if I put a minus sign as well, that's not also going to work because I'm not trying to understand the logic here. So logic is very simple. I have placed the end sign, and for the end, if the result is completely true, it's true. One of them is false, then the result is going to false. So I'll make this query as a false, this one as a true. So to make it just false, I can simply place a 0 here. So you can see the numbers 2, 1. So I can understand that it is quite a messy one, the URL is. So let me just copy it down to somewhere else. Really, it's really mess because of the % signs everywhere. So gedit, I can simply put it. Again, it's still a mess. Let me filter out. So this %27 is single quote, %A0 is being put by us, and I hope it is quite visible now. And again %A0, then all, then %A0, then we have got select, and again %26 is for ampersand character, %20 is just a space. It's nothing useful for us. So %27 again, this one, the %27 is actually the single quote again. So let me come back again to my browser. The messy things are happening out here, and really try to just be focused what I did, and it's just easy one. So now the problem is actually the numbers is being seen. Now you might be saying that, hey Tej, we have been displayed 1 and a 2. So let's try to verify that. Is it the same? So let me put a 5 here, and you can say, let's say 7 here. Okay, so 7 is being replaced, but 1 is not working. Now what is happening out there? The injection is working, but not as the way we thought. So it's being working as simple. This entire part is being, this entire afterward part is being taken as a true or either false. So it's just displaying true. So this is true. But we have got one field, and that's, I think, more than enough for us to inject into the database. So we can put database, and yes, it's working. I can simply put version, it's 5.1.41-3 Ubuntu 12.10. So you can simply work out in any case, but really this is a good example. Now I'll take just a couple of moments more to explain couple of more concepts. Suppose we have a query union all, let's say just union select 1, 2 comma 3, and let's put it like this. So there is actually no need for union all select to put spaces in between them. But now you might be saying, hey Tesh, if I write it like this, it's definitely is not going to work. And of course it's not going to work. So we have got some different syntax. That's just, you might want to play with the database. What you can do, you can simply place these in the brackets like this, and then thereafter there will be no need to put the spaces. Yes, I can understand your next question, that is, hey Tesh, what about the spaces between this union and select? So what you can do here is union, you can write the query like this. So this is also going to work. So this is really a nice example. Just play out with the database and you are going to understand it in a much better syntax, much better depth. So I think I have covered up quite a lot for this exercise, and you are going to repeat it. That's all the practices, lessons we are going to have in the SQL injection. So that's all for this video, and thank you so much for watching.